Welcome to the Actors Talk with me, your host, actress, and Gabby. I'm sorry, I'm already with me, your host, actress, and host. Yeah, it's a good thing that this is a comedy film because
Yes.
Yes.
we can start our interview off with a great laugh. Today, I am joined by actors Emy Coligado and Evan De Angelis.
Yes.
Yes.
DeAngelis.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Your short film is nominated for Best Short Film. And you also have actress and actor who are also nominated for Best Actress and Best Actor. And when you coming through and you having all of these accolades, it's just amazing. So cheers to you guys. Here's my champagne glass. Just
Aw.
seem
Cheers back to you.
yes.
Cheers.
Guys, how does it feel to be nominated again? Amy, can you tell us about your experience?
Oh, it's just so rewarding, being an all Filipino cast and crew, and then it being recognized that way. Just getting into the film festival is amazing,
Yeah.
but then also to be nominated is just so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks for having our film part of your film festival.
Yes. That's what I like to say. We are really redefining urban culture with what we're doing this year as a film festival. Like, let's do it, guys. Evan,
Yes.
can you tell
Yes.
me how it feels to be a part of this amazing cast with your family, like your people? How does that feel for you?
Oh, it's just rewarding to feel like I truly feel like we're being seen.
Yes.
I know Ari and I were friends for a while doing musicals and plays together. And then when he wanted to collaborate on something like this, we grew up in the same area. Like I grew up in Long Beach, California. Like went to high school with like Snoop Dogg and Cameron Diaz. So I think with the emergence of Filipino films, like even things like Easter Sunday, just gave us the opportunity to like know that our stories are worth seeing and being
Yes.
told. So it was really exciting when Ari approached me with this idea to come on board with this. And of course, I was like, yes, absolutely. And it's like I said, it's just rewarding to be seen.
Yes. I heard a producer say that all the other stories have already been told already. So let's get out here and let's tell some of the stories that have not been told. And there's something that's so powerful about that. Now, will I see you guys in Orlando at the end of this month?
So we're
Fingers
hoping, yes,
crossed. I know. Listen, tomorrow is not promised, so I'm hoping too.
yeah,
If I do, if I do see you there and I have my mic, then you guys please give me
yes.
some words of wisdom and some encouragement. When you guys think about Orlando, the city of Orlando, have you guys been here before?
Have not.
Yes. I lived in Claremont, like
Nice, nice.
yeah, right above. Yeah. So I've worked for Disney. So, like you think of Orlando as, yeah, Disneyland, but I also think of, especially with our film, the Pulse nightclub, the LGBTQ stories. I mean, that in and of itself, like, I think the fact that we can talk about, you know, the whole not being able to say gay in Florida is a big deal. And
Yeah.
so to be able to laugh about it and really share that, it's exciting to me. So kudos to you guys for giving us a platform to share that story.
Absolutely. Now, I was trying to get Ari and Princess to tell me a little bit about some of the LGBTQ representation, but they said they didn't want to give away the ending. So I said,
Yes.
okay, I will leave it there. But I really appreciate you guys. I advocate for the community, and so congratulations on being able to also make that a part of your Filipino story. That's big things. As actors, can you guys tell me a little bit about your characters and just sort of your development? Emmy, can you tell me what was your
Yes.
development process?
Um, my character's name is Janet, and she's the third of four children. And, usually the middle child either is very withdrawn or they overcompensate and need a lot of attention. She's the latter. She's toxic, she's self absorbed. There's always drama in her life. You don't want her as a friend. I wouldn't, if you have your head on straight, you don't want her as a friend. She's fun though. But yeah, it was an interesting time in my life where I was just kind of like, um, I was really running on fumes, and I kind of used that for for where she is in her life.
Yes. Yes, Evan, you can you tell us
Yeah.
about the character?
Yeah, James, well, he's the baby. I wasn't the baby, but I was definitely the baby boy in my family. Um, the thing for me that was exciting was I kind of lived a very closeted life for a long time. And so to be able to kind of regress and be like this completely like free character who was okay with all of his choices and had a loving siblings that were okay with that was it was actually very therapeutic for me for myself. So it was really fun. And yeah, I love that he's so carefree and like he has no secrets, which was not my upbringing. So it was fun to play that.
Yeah.
So yeah, great time.
Yes, yes. Now you know what too? I don't want to skip over the fact I heard you mention Pulse nightclub. Were you here during that time when all of those events took place?
I'm trying to think if I was actually there at the time.
Like in Florida.
Yeah, no, and that's why I'm going. I'm trying to remember if the dates. Um, I don't believe I was in Florida, but I had a lot of friends that were, you know, close to had lost, like friends of friends who had lost loved ones, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was so impactful. So, um, like I said, it just being able to share a story with characters, humans that are flesh and blood who love hard, um,
Yeah.
and display them with dignity in a way that's relatable. I think is so important for where we are as a country, as people. Yeah,
Yes, yes. When everything took place at Pulse nightclub, I was like, something has got to change.
change.
This cannot persist. And when you guys have also worked in characters into your movie that are helping represent that change, I that's what it's all about. We're being the change that we want to see.
Yes.
Can you tell me where the inspiration came from for this story? Get your story straight. What made you and Ari say we're going to sit down and we're going to produce and write and make this story come to life?
Uh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
Um, well, I wasn't part of the writing process, but Ari and I have been friends for like 30 years. And he asked if I would be interested in being in a film with him. I was like, yes. Like, not even a question about it. So I wasn't part of the, building of the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I noticed on set we talked a little bit about food. I don't think we can leave. I tried to leave food out, but I don't think we can leave food out of this conversation. I mentioned
Yes.
before that there was a great documentary done about Get Your Story Straight on YouTube.
Yeah.
And a part of
Yes.
that documentary, somebody put a plate of food right there. I was like, oh, that looks so good. And you're just looking through all of the things. So, guys,
Yes.
can you tell me about maybe what was some of your favorite foods while you were on set filming?
Well, craft services was the bomb on this
Shout
film.
out to
Like you could
Craft.
Yeah.
never have like, I mean, Sunrise and Cafe 86. Like shout out to them because, like, if they wanted authentic, they fed us to be authentic. Like it was like the panse and the even the crispy pata and the lumpia and all the things and then those cupcakes. I know ube is all the rage now, but it's like ube cupcake with like flan on top. It was like delicious.
Oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yes. I'm a sweets person, so
Mhm.
I love a good sweet.
And have
Um,
you ever had a Turon before?
no, no, what is it?
So Turon is like a sweet like egg roll, but it's like a banana, like it's like banana wrapped in an egg roll, and then it's caramelized with sugar and it's deep fried, and so
Ooh,
it's like that. It's like yeah, it's like a plantain wrapped in a in a lumpia wrapper, and then it has caramelized sugar on the outside. So I was like,
that's
yeah.
so
So it's
good.
like a a sweet cigar that you chew into.
Oh, nice. That's a good way to describe it. That's a good way to describe it. Emmy, I see you worked it right on out and you joined us back. So that's really great. Emmy, can you hear me okay? All right.
I can't
So
hear.
okay, that's okay. You just join right back up with us soon as you get it. As soon as you get it. Evan, do you cook any of these foods? Any of these Filipino
Yes,
dishes?
I cook lumpia, and I make a mean. I actually try to make lumpia that's healthier because
Okay.
you can't just have one
Oh,
because everything like Filipinos, it's everything's deep fried. It's pork and shrimp in there. It's
yes.
delish, yes. But
Are
yeah,
they
so
big or are they smaller?
they're still big, but I'll air fry them. So I'll use the air fryer so you can eat more. So they're
Yes,
not like
yes.
sopping in like the oil, but it's still good.
Yeah, shout out to the air fryer. Shout out to the air fryer. Now for you guys, what is next for you? I asked Princess before, when you receive such a nomination for Best Actor, how do you build on that? Like, this is just for me. I want to know, how do you build on that nomination to continue to keep up that momentum and use that as a catalyst for your next role? Any advice on that? How you might use that a nomination for um, you know for what's coming next for you or something that you want to achieve your goals. How do you make all of that line up for you? Um, yeah,
Oh, sorry. I
that's
was
okay. Amy's still working on hers.
yeah.
I think now for me, I've never been nominated as an actress, so I can't speak like you guys can speak about it. But um, I like to continue to share about my experiences. So if I receive a really good role or something like that, even if it's a background role, I like
Right.
to continue to share about, if it's an Emmy nominated series, but I'm just background in it. I like to continue to
Oh
share
yeah.
and talk
Absolutely.
about it. Here we go.
Here she
Amy,
is.
Sorry
can you hear
about
me
that.
okay? That's
There she is.
okay. That's okay. I'm happy that you got back with us. You take your time. But I like to continue to share, and I like to. One of my an acting coach, Christine Horn. She said you can use those roles, you can use those nominations, you create postcards and you send them to casting directors, or
Yes,
create you
absolutely.
know create things around that nomination, and you continue to share and put yourself out there so that people can see what you're doing, and you'll be surprised how you will get right to your next role. Evan, if you had a dream role as an actor,
What would
what would
that
it be? And I'm going
be?
to ask you, Emmy, the same question. If you had a dream role, what would that role be?
Well, you know what? Now that we have this, honestly, this as a feature film or this as a series would be a dream role for me because
Ooh,
like honestly, the dream, it's not just the role, but it's also the experience for me in terms of the people that inhabited our space together. So yeah, any day would be yeah to have a cast and crew with a full budget to let the Del Rosarios be a household name would be amazing. That would be a dream role.
yeah. How about you, Emmy?
Well, Janet was pretty exciting to play because it's possible, it's kind of unknown whether she murdered somebody or not, and that's a really interesting
Maybe she did. Maybe she.
situation. Yeah, I haven't ever played a role quite like her, so it has been very exciting to play her. um I always love comedy.
I
I'll
was gonna
yeah,
say that.
yeah. I'm very comfortable in comedy, and just anything with an interesting spin to it, but also funny, you know.
Yes. Yes, and yes. I want to land myself in comedy as well. So as soon as I get that opportunity to just cut loose on set, create comedy
Yes.
mayhem, I'm gonna let it all out of my
Yes, you're
bag.
Hmm.
ready.
Yes. Yes. So how can you let our viewers know how we can support get your story straight or support you guys as actors?
Oh, that's so nice. We our Instagram account is at GYSS_film, and our bio link has all the future film festivals that we're in. But
Mhm.
sharing it, um, anytime I think like you see people raising money for short films or independent films, and for people of color, always like $5 if that's all you have. Just if you want to see more people of color on the screen, then put your money towards it for for these small projects, because that's how it starts. And buy a ticket to watch. It's just that's the best way to support, I think.
Yes, yes, and yes. I was supposed to put that up a while ago. How about for you, Evan? Do you have anything to speak to that?
Yeah, I think absolutely any money towards the programming or the products that you want to see, like, is it's super important. Like, I was so touched when I had friends that couldn't make it to the cities to see the shorts, the
Yeah,
ones that we've done so far, but they're like, I'm going to buy 3 tickets and you can give them to whomever you want. Like, just
um
getting people there, because that's really what it's gonna take for more of our stories to be told, is that people show up to them and or um, give money towards them. So yeah.
yes, you're absolutely right. And I don't know how, you guys going into this project, if the budget was where you want it to be, or if it was above and beyond, but you guys made it look great. Looking at the content on social media as well as the documentary on YouTube, you guys really made that story look great. So I'm going to continue to push people towards that because I think that's how I fell in love with Get Your Story Straight.
um
Just watching that
Oh,
YouTuber talk and be in those intimate moments with you guys and have you guys sharing from the set how you felt about Get Your Story Straight. That was a big plus. So I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna sort of switch lanes a little bit, and I want to know if you guys can tell me a Filipino artist, music artist, some
Oh,
music that I can check out because I love a good recommendation.
oh,
So maybe somebody who inspires you or somebody who has a song out right now, somebody that you guys like.
well,
oh,
our original music for our short was by
Hmm.
Headband Andy, and he's amazing, coming out of San Diego. So that's one.
he's
Um,
Filipino
he's
also.
Filipino as well.
And I didn't catch his name. What is it?
Headband Andy.
Okay.
Headband Andy. You can like look him up even on Apple iTunes,
Like a
or
headband.
Headband
Yes.
Andy. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, and then hello her. We love some her.
Oh, yeah. I love her.
Yes. Yes.
And Olivia Rodrigo, she's fierce too. We love
Yeah.
her some Filipino music. Um,
Bruno
um,
Mars.
Bruno
Wait a
Mars,
minute. Wait a minute. You
Filipino.
guys said Olivia Rodrigo. She's Filipino.
She's part
That's
Yes.
Filipino.
so dope. So dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I knew about
Sweetie.
her.
Sweetie is half
Really.
Filipino. Yeah.
That's my girl
yeah,
right there. That's
And
my girl. She inspired my chopsticks.
did
Listen,
she
yeah.
really?
That's
you put
I love
awesome.
the
chopsticks in your buns to
chopsticks.
pop your shit.
Yes.
That was Nicki Minaj. But listen, sweetie, definitely. I love
Yes.
her. All her music. All right,
Bruno
guys.
Mars.
Those are good recommendations. And the music came from Headband. That was some really dope music. Like it was sort of like a hip hop
Yeah.
vibe going
Yeah.
on. So cool. The way that you guys mixed all of that up and really showed that urban culture. That's so dope.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Now, before we go, I always like to end with you guys giving some advice. If you could give advice to actors who look at you guys, even Filipino actors that want to do what you guys are doing, what advice would you give? And we'll start with Emmy.
Mm. Have You have to really love it. You have to really love it. Like you can't just like it,
Yeah.
because it's a tough road, and there's more rejection than there is, booking, and you have to get used to that. Um and just keep practicing. When you're not working, you still have to just keep sharp.
Yes, that's good advice. Evan.
Yeah. Um, don't let anyone tell you no. Like your no, their no might be somebody else's yes, and at the
Yeah,
end of the day, you have to uh, b- believe in yourself and make sure that people understand that what you have is valuable to everyone, and you have to be your best cheerleader. And exactly what
absolutely.
Emmy said, like, you know, if there's something else that you love more, do that. Don't do this. But if you're an actor and you want to do this, like, you
Yeah,
know, you got it. It's all in for this type of life that we do. And in terms of telling stories, yeah, tell your story. Don't wait for somebody else to tell it for you.
absolutely. And don't be afraid to create your own as
Yes.
well. That's definitely one way to tell your story. Now, before we go, guys, I don't want to leave out anything about Get Your Story Straight. Do you guys have anything to add or what you guys want people to know about this project?
I think, you might first look at it and be like, "Oh, it's a Filipino story. I don't know if I will get this," but it's actually very universal. And we had people of different backgrounds come up and tell us, "I saw my family. That's my family." So I think it is very specific, but it's also very, very universal. It's fun. It's a really fun story.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, Evan.
You're gonna love us or you're gonna be scared of us, but you're gonna like watching us.
Yes.
Yes, yes, that's good. That's
I
good.
did. I did. The small parts that I could get my hands on, and you better believe I am going to be at the screening. You can find the screening schedule at orlandouff.com, where you can see all of the times. Come be with us. Come and buy a ticket and support filmmakers. These stories are really important. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here today. I appreciate your time. I am grateful to be in this moment with you guys. And I hope that you continue to go further and further, hitting all your marks, getting all the accolades that you deserve.
Thank you,
So
Gabby.
Thank you,
you're
Gabby.
welcome, Emmy. Bye, Evan.
Bye.
Bye.